So your favorite Muay Thai weapon?
Knees.
Favorite fight you've ever had?
Samui.
Favorite fighter other than yourself?
Carlos Prates.
Most underrated type of training?
Plyometrics.
Best Muay Thai promotion?
Art of the Bless.
One thing most people don't know about you?
I'm actually very shy.
Favorite food?
Moufette.
What is that?
It's African food. It's like fish with vinaigrette, sweet potato, cassava. I don't know if you know what is cassava. Plantains. You know what?
Oh yeah, I like plantains.
Yeah.
Okay, one word of advice for new fighters. Maybe two, one or two.
Be smart.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, how difficult is it to get to your position?
10.
Okay, and then how did you get started with everything? I know you started in Portugal and you've been out here in Thailand for 6 years?
Yes.
So how did things get started in Portugal?
In Portugal, everything started with a dream. Dream or no, curiosity of if I could get over my fear of fighting. Because every time in growing up when I was young, I would get bullied in school and I was always very afraid to fight back. So I would rather just run away or hide behind somebody or something than defend myself, because I never wanted to fight in those environments. So that started, but my parents never really want me to become a fighter until today. And but then I just asked them, because football was out of the question anymore. I was already 15 and I didn't want to do any more soccer. My parents didn't want to do soccer. They didn't want me to do soccer too, because my grades in school were very bad. Yeah, so they were like, okay, no more soccer for you. But then a few years passed and I started doing capoeira. But capoeira, it's very hidden.
Yeah.
You dance more, you really don't hit so strong. So my parents were okay with that, because it's almost no contact. Because if you have contact, you can knock the person out. So because of that, they were okay. But then my friend invited me to do a kickboxing class, because he said capoeira was for girls and it's only a dance. So
Are there a lot of girls in capoeira?
no, there is.
Oh, really?
Not in my gym, but in capoeira normally, yeah, there's a lot of girls.
So do you do capoeira now? Because there's not as many women and others in kickboxing.
I'm not so motivated by girls, you know. I'm not so motivated by girls, and then from that I moved to kickboxing. And when I arrived at kickboxing, it was my thing. I discovered it was my thing. I don't know if it was because of my coach or because the heart in itself. Since kid I always liked to fight. But like wrestling, not really hurting each other. I always were more the type of guy who liked to play fight. But like when it comes to real fight, it make me very nervous and I feel very...
Do you still get nervous before your fights then, or is that something you've grown out?
The fights in the ring are not as real as in the street fights. Because the street fights, there's not really rules.
Yeah.
You know, it's like anybody can do anything as long as you are willing to risk it. But in the fight, you have a space for things. For example, you wouldn't slam somebody on their head if you're fighting Muay Thai. So because of that, because I know what to expect, I don't feel nervous anymore, because I see it as a play, as a very serious play.
Yeah, that makes sense. So what, like around 18, 19, you had your first kickboxing fight?
Yes. Around 18, I had my first kickboxing fight.
And then you...
18, no. 17.
17?
1 year later.
And then you fought for a few years in Portugal and then moved over?
Yes.
When did you first move over to Thailand? It was like right at the end of COVID or?
No, it was before.
Before
Just
COVID?
Before, yeah. At the end of 2019.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm getting my timeline mixed up.
Correct.
So, and you moved to Phuket initially, correct?
Yes.
Why did you move to Phuket and what was that experience like?
So why I did move to Phuket? Because when I went, I was fighting in Portugal, but in Portugal, my team, it wasn't really. How can I say? It was more of a fitness place. But I was the only one who wanted to pursue all these big dreams. My coach had a job as a graphic designer, so he couldn't really leave his job to go with me to the fights. So I'd go by myself.
Oh.
Yes, all the time I went by myself to fight overseas. Since my third fight, I was always fighting overseas and going by myself. And one of those trips, I went to Macau to fight, and I met two Brazilian guys. And I asked them, what you guys do here? Oh, we came to fight. Oh, nice. Let's see, what you guys do of your life? Oh, we fighters. And I was like, yeah, I understand, but like, what you guys do for work? No, we fighters. And I was like, how? How can you pay the bills? And they said, oh, if you come to Thailand, this is how you do. You fight and you pay the bills with the fight money. I was interesting. And I was already thinking about coming to Thailand for 2 months because my parents told me this. They told me, okay, you go to Thailand, but this is your last time fighting, training, anything related to fight.
To sport.
Yes.
They were like, we're done.
Yes. But they say after these 2 months, you need to stop. You need to find a real job and a real career, you know. I was like, okay. Okay. But no, to be honest, I was really thinking about it. I was really thinking about it. And when I arrived in then I started to message these guys every day.
Yeah.
You know, homie, how long you're in Thailand?
Oh, I've been here for 10 years.
How many times you heard somebody say they will come here?
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
But I was different. I wanted to be different.
Yeah.
So I started to message them every day. How much is the house prices? How much is the gym? How much is the motorbikes? Everything. They start telling me. So eventually they hooked me up with a room because it was coming closer. I already bought my ticket. I already proved that I was coming.
Yeah, I mean the ticket is like a massive first step.
Yes.
You know, when overseas fighters want to come here and fight, I'm like, oh, maybe I can book you something. Where's your plane ticket? You have to send that to me first. Otherwise, oh no, I don't do anything.
Yeah. Because we hear it many times.
Oh, so much.
So, but then I knew they didn't took me seriously. So I was like, working hard, fighting, going to place to work so I could save some money to come. So I saved some money, came, and yeah, because of that I went to Phuket Fight Club.
And what was that like? I mean, Phuket Fight Club, you know, six years ago was a lot different.
Yes.
I definitely remember it. There was more, I would say more ties.
Yes. There's more things.
Yeah, there's.
When I arrived there, they only had the Muay Thai area.
Oh, just that front area.
Yes.
Yeah, and the back gym area was not built.
It was just grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what, Lobo was there, Kajaiba, Noellison.
Yes, Carlos Prates, the UFC fighter.
Oh, okay. Then what? Some of the older guys were still sort of fighting. Alicia's husband.
Yes.
He was
he wasn't fighting when I arrived. He just stopped.
He just stopped. Yeah.
He just stopped that here.
And so, what was fighting in? You were mainly fighting in Phuket then.
Yeah. No.
Oh, no, you.
I was mainly fighting in China.
Oh, that was. I remember talking to you about this. This is when like the Chinese fights were very active.
Yes,
With,
LLF.
yeah, WLF and Pet Tanong was going over there a lot.
Yes, I met Pet Tanong in one of the streets.
Yeah. Well, and those were all kickboxing as well, correct? Yeah. What was that experience like?
In China?
Yeah, in China.
Because China is a very different place from Southeast Asia. People in Southeast Asia, they kind of don't make you understand they are looking at you. They kind of look and then stop looking. But the Chinese people, they look and they... and then you keep walking and they're like... and that for me, coming from a background in Europe where I suffered a lot of racism, so it gave me a lot of PTSD. I was thinking, no way, these people must be thinking that I'm the worst. What is this? Well, I was just with so many questions in my mind, but then I just realized it's just people that probably never saw black people,
Yeah,
you know, because I was like in the depths of China. I was in Zhuhai.
Yeah, I've never heard of it.
No, but I think we only know Shanghai.
Yeah, Shanghai.
Shenzhen.
Maybe a little.
But you know the name, right?
Yeah, it sounds like something.
Beijing.
Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
The rest is China.
Yeah. They have never seen a black person before.
Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Never,
Even the kids, like they were riding bikes. As soon as they would see me, they would be like, "What is that?" They would stop their bikes. It's crazy. Like I would never stop to look at somebody just because they look different.
I don't know. Like, you know, one of the good things about fighting is it forces you into all these like weird circumstances. So that reminds me of the first time I came to Thailand. This was like 2007. And I went to Jongsanan's hometown in Isan.
Ooh, very deep.
Yeah, deep. So in like not Chayapum but Nong Budang, and which is like an hour outside of Chayapum. And I don't think there'd been a few foreigners, but like not that many.
It's rare.
Yeah, it's rare. And I went to a temple festival and the people on stage were like, "Hello everyone, we have a foreigner here." And
they announced it.
Yeah, they announced it, and then everyone was looking at the stage, and then everyone turned and started looking at me. I was like,
"Hello guys."
"Hello."
Oh, man.
It was very bizarre, but you know, I think yeah, it must have been very different for you as well, like just being in China and everything.
Yes. China was cold.
Yeah.
But still, like the people are very nice. They don't know how to speak many things in English. They know how to say "I love you." So I received a lot of "I love yous" from girls. I don't know if they did love me. I don't think so. I mean, we just met. Right?
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very nice. People would take pictures with me and take Kobe Bryant or Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, Jamie Foxx I could see.
Yeah, I hear about it.
Yeah.
I hear a lot.
So what was the fights like in China? What were the results and the pay? What was that experience like?
So I was fighting in China and living in Thailand, so I could make a lot of money because I wasn't really a Muay Thai fighter at the time, and so I never wanted to do a Muay Thai. And sorry, I forgot the question.
Yeah, what was the pay like? What were the fights like? So it was all kickboxing.
Yes.
You were training at Phuket Fight Club.
Yes.
But training for these kickboxing fights that I assume were some of them arranged by yourself, some of them arranged by the gym, or how did
because I was in sportsman fight at Phuket Fight Club. So because they need to pay the bills and they gave me fights because I wasn't at the time I wasn't I don't know. I think at the time they just saw me training and they really didn't put in. They were just probably just another client.
Yeah, I mean this happens.
Yes,
you've been here,
and I understand now.
Yeah.
At the time, I was really sad. I was like, oh, why they don't pay so much attention to me? I'm gonna fight soon. I'm gonna fight in China. I could be representing the gym, but like I told you, they must have thought it was just another foreigner that's coming for a few months and then leaving.
Yeah, and
Because I decided
that's
to
what
live
happens.
Here, when I was here, I didn't decide to come and live.
Oh, okay.
No. Like I told you. I was
so you came for a few months.
Yes, I came for 2 months.
Yeah.
Because my parents told me, okay, you go for 2 months. When you come back,
done.
yes. So the first month I was speaking with a friend, Isaac. He's still in Thailand, and he said, well, "Why are you going home?" I said, "Oh, I need to go study. I need to go do something of my life." And he told me something very simple. That after that, I went home and I called my family. He said, "You can always study when you're old, but you can never fight. Well, you cannot always fight when you're old, because the body doesn't follow the competition."
Sadly.
Sadly, yes. 50 years old fighter.
Yeah, me at 43 years old.
Cannot anymore.
I can't do it anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's great advice.
Yes.
You know, your window for fighting is
small.
Is short.
Yes.
So you hung up on the phone, called your parents, and were like,
No. We were in the gym this time. I just finished doing my knees. I would sit down and we were talking. And he was, "What you gonna do?" "I'm gonna study." He said, "Oh, okay, you can stay." And I went home, called my mom, called my coach, and my coach called a manager that he knows. And then this manager was getting me fights in China.
I see.
The results in China, they were good. I lost the last fight. I couldn't cut the weight, and I fought a weight class above me.
Yeah.
So it wasn't a very smart choice.
How many of those fights in China did you do?
I did 4 fights.
Okay, so decent amount. And then you came back.
After that, COVID happened. So when I was one of the last groups of leaving China. Because when I arrived in Phuket, was January. I fought January 6th. I arrived maybe January 8th. And February, things. In January, in China, I was already hearing in the news. Then Zhuhai, why?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, Zhuhai was
locked down.
Was locked down. People were getting sick, and I was just next to Zhuhai actually.
I see.
So when I arrived in Thailand, come in a month later, everything closed. Yeah.
What did you do then? Because no fights.
Cried, get depressed. Yeah, there was a lot of that.
That sounds like a lot of what I did as well. So, but then the fights started opening up again. You fought at hardcore. You got an LWC.
I fought first in I fought hardcore. First I did one fight hardcore against Soul Black, and then I did 4 fights in Thai fight.
Yeah, you fought PTT, Sayok,
Ikyuzang.
Oh, you fought very good guys.
And Payak Samui.
Oh, very good guys. And how? I mean, I guess Thai fight was like one of the only shows in town. So you have, it's like, it was there, it was LWC Super Champ.
Yes.
And that was about it.
Yes.
I mean, at the time, there wasn't even
the Super Champ was like later than
Thai fight.
First started Thai fight, and then started Super Champ and the other ones.
Yeah. So what was the fights on Thai fights like? Because you obviously fought some very good guys.
Yeah, they were very keen into me because I could survive the fight and I could fight back. I dropped Sayok. I heard Pototo, so it was always entertaining fights. So they would call me quite regularly.
Yeah, I mean, 4 fights for a foreigner. Thai fight is actually quite good.
Yeah. They're expecting you to be knocked out.
Yeah.
At least 2 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but luckily I never got.
You never got knocked out?
In Thai fight.
In Thai fight. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, yes. It was a good achievement.
Yeah, I mean, because Thai fight, I feel in my experience is like Thais fight tomato cans.
Yes.
But
I was a tomato can, but I just was a very hard tomato can.
It must be, you know, some sort of special Portuguese dish then.
Probably.
With tomatoes. So but at that point you were no longer at Phuket Fight Club. You moved up to Chiang Mai
Yes. So I never fought Muay Thai while I was in Phuket Fight Club.
Oh, okay.
Because then the COVID came, and then the money finished, and I talked to them. Hey, can I train?
Yeah.
Can you guys sponsor me? And they were like, hey, Fab, we cannot sponsor you 100%. We can sponsor you half, but like with no money.
Yeah.
And rent to pay. Like,
it's very hard.
It was impossible for me because at the time, the only people who could help me was my parents.
Yeah.
And I talked to them. I said, look, guys, if I go back, it's worse because I cannot train there. There's nothing there to do. Like, everything is locked down. Here, things are happening. So let me stay here. And they were like, okay, so we're going to help you this phase. And they helped me this phase.
Oh, that's good.
They could help me pay the rent. And the rest I have to find my way around.
I mean, that's something though.
That's the best. If I have a place to stay. And in the beginning I said that coming to my position is a 10 out of 10 difficulty. Why do I say that? Because to get in this position of even doing podcasts, being known enough to do podcasts.
Yeah, it's hard.
You know? No, it's not just hard, it's almost impossible. Because imagine how many fighters you have here working in and working out every single day. You know?
I've seen
thousands of them.
I've seen a few.
No, but I'm saying, but you have many fighters here.
Yeah, many.
Good. Even if they don't train hard every day, they've been training since they're 8, 6.
Yeah.
So even if you don't want, even if you've been taking pictures for more than 10 years, even if you don't like take pictures, you're still gonna get good at it because it's inevitable, right? You've been doing it for so long. And so I moved from Phuket to Chiang Mai. And in Chiang Mai, I stayed 2 months because one of my friends killed himself.
Oh shit!
Yes,
I'm sorry.
Yes, thank you. He was a fighter too out here in Thailand. Yeah, and I think he was with depression and problems with money and COVID.
It was not an easy time.
Yes.
Not an easy time.
Yeah, and he killed himself, and because of that we had to leave the gym because it was just
bad vibes, bad feelings.
Because everything that we did with him. So everything that we would, and it was such a small city. It wasn't Pai.
Pai is even smaller than Chiang Mai. It's
very small.
Very
it's
small.
You can lap the whole thing in with a bike.
Yeah. So, but then you moved to Lamai.
Yes.
And you were in Samui for
2 years.
2 years. Oh, so a big chunk of your career before moving to Venum.
Yes.
What was that experience like? That's when you started fighting hardcore and LWC.
Yes. The experience was nice because now people starting to take me seriously.
Yeah.
You know,
that makes sense.
So they started to take me seriously. And after that, everything became easier. And Lamai, they were the guys. It's so crazy. The owner of the gym is such a nice guy. Such a
Jack.
No. He's the main coach.
Main coach.
The
Ralph.
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 Yes, Ralph is wow. I think Ralph is mentioned everywhere that he goes, you know, because he is such a person who wants to give without wanting to get. So when I arrived at the gym, literally only one Muay Thai fight, and he gave me a room. He gave me a gym to train, and he said, hey, that's the best I can do for now. And it was COVID, everything was closed.
Everything was closed. That was very, very hard.
2021. 2021, everything was closed.
And so what was your experience with some of those fights like then, with LWC and hardcore?
They are almost the same, to be honest. Hardcore and Super Champ, WLC. WLC.
Is it?
It was Super Champ.
Oh, Super Champ before. I just always think of it as LWC now.
Yeah, you are in it.
Yeah.
But yeah, was almost the same. But to me, the best part was fighting with my friends, because we had such a good community in the gym that every time that we would go out to fights, it was such a strong bonding moment, because we would stay in Jack's auntie's house. Remember the fights were here in Phuket?
Yeah.
Phuket, I mean.
Oh, that's very convenient then.
Yes.
Oh,
and his auntie was living there, so we would stay in her house. She would cook for us. We would like sleep all together in the same rooms. So those are the things that and they made that experience much nicer.
And it was at Patong Stadium. Yeah, I remember going there a couple of times.
So and it's crazy because when I arrived in Phuket, I would see everybody fighting in Patong.
Yeah.
And I would be like, wow, one day I want to fight in Patong too. And then
it happened.
Yes.
So let's continue sort of on the timeline. Why did you decide to move from Samui to Venum? That was like 3-4 years ago.
Yes, because first of all was money problems. Yeah. Because after a while, I didn't want to rely more on my parents' help, because it's my dream. I should be doing this. So, it was because of money and distance too. Because we would spend, just to go to Phuket, we would spend around
maybe 7,000-8,000 baht.
Yes.
Because the flights from Samui are very expensive.
Very expensive. So we would have to go from Bouts, from Samui to Suratani. From Suratani, go to the airport. Then it's another hour.
Yeah.
So the boat is 1.5 hour. Plus driving from Suratani to the airport.
3.
From the airport to Bangkok, another hour.
4.
Yes.
It's 5-6 hours to go from Samui to
Phuket.
To anywhere.
Yes. And because of that, it was very hard financially. So imagine you go to fight for $14,000. Baht. Sorry, guys.
That's half of it is transportation.
Yes. So and my rent is 8,000.
Oh, you fight for free?
Yes.
I mean, you can't even pay your rent off of your fight purses, because this is something a lot of fighters don't think about, is the actual expense of the fight.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that this lifestyle is a 10 out of 10 level. Why? When I started in Phuket, I didn't have money. The fights were finished. I had to live in a room for 5,000 baht, and we used to call it the little oven, because it was so hot. Sometimes I couldn't even sleep at night because it was so hot. So I would start to sleep during my morning trainings break. So between 10 and the training at 3, I would sleep, because the rest of the night I couldn't sleep.
Because it's too hot.
Only one fan in the bed, only towels. So that's what I'm saying. It's a 10 out of 10 because I didn't have much. I had to do everything by myself with little.
So obviously money was a big factor in going to Venum, but I would say you've also experienced a lot of success.
Yes.
Going to RWS, knocking down Rittewada, beating him. What sort of experiences have you had at Venum? And obviously you had a very good run with one Lumpini as well. What are some of the things you've learned, and what has been the experience at Venum like?
Venum, it's for real. Lamai was more friendship, group, friends, and help each other, and I help you, you help me, and we go out together. But Venum is just work. It's like you go there, there's 10 other guys that want the exact same spot that you are on, so it's competitive, very competitive. But it's not a bad thing. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I like the competitiveness in the gym, and and Venum has a different approach to trainings too. That was one of the things that run. As soon as I arrived, we wouldn't run every day. That was already a plus. We wouldn't come to training every day at 7. I was already very happy with that, because in Lamai because the problem with Lamai was that with time they start to increase the trainings. So in the beginning it was almost like yeah, you guys do your own thing, but then the fights start to come more often, and then we're like, okay guys, now no more 8K per day. Now we're gonna do
10, 12, 18, yeah.
18 kilometers per day.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, you're gonna do that? Every day? Yes. Saturday too? Yes. Okay. Okay, from Monday to Saturday, 14K in the morning, and then 4K in the afternoon.
Yeah. But
14K is not 14K lap in the park. It's 14K in the mountains.
Yeah. Boom.
So we had, so in this run, 14K, we had 6 hills. 6.
You remember, and 3 to come back.
8. No, 6.
6. Yeah, you remember every single one of them.
Yeah, and I remember which one I struggled the most. Yeah. It was the first one. The first one was always the hardest, and it's so hard running because you have to run fast. Yeah. Because if you finish the run in less than 1 hour and 25, you get whipped. Yeah. Yes. Don't tell nobody.
So, obviously the training at Venum has been very different, but the opportunities as well.
Yes.
What was the fight with, how many times did you fight at RWS?
1.
Just the once against Rittewada. Yeah. What was that experience like?
Oh, very crazy. Very crazy. Why? Because as soon as I got this fight, I look at my manager, they said, we can beat this guy. Deal. But a few weeks later, a friend came to me and he said, bro, I don't think you should fight this guy because our manager is just putting you to get killed. This guy's gonna kill. And I'm like, really? You think that? And I went to speak to my manager. I said, bro,
you trying to get me killed?
And I was like, what you think of this fight? Really? Like, tell me, what you think of this fight? It's like, are you crazy? No, we can beat this guy. Trust me. Bro, just trust me. I'm like, okay, I will trust you. So we went there, and as soon as we went, it was a walkout night. So walkout night, every time that you knock out, it's a bonus. Yeah. So I went, I knew it was a walkout night. I knew I was the fight before walkout. I was like, well, I was very impressed and nervous too. I cannot lie. I was very nervous to fight Rittewada, and then I would see his highlights, and I'm just like, breathe in, breathe out. It's okay, you can do this. So we arrive at Haji Damnan, and one of the promoters bring us in a room, in a closed room. Me and another guy, I don't remember who, and they say, if you guys knock out today, you two guys gonna get 100,000 bonus. Whoa. Yes.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money. Imagine, I'm struggling. Yeah. When I came to Venum, after the first fight, I stopped struggling because the payment was really good. Yeah. And the transportation from Bangkok to Pattaya, it's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
It's
like 1,000
baht. Yeah. I wouldn't pay 1,000. 1,000 if you get a taxi. Yeah, I'm gonna get the bus because we are. And I didn't tell you this. So when I arrived in Pattaya, I didn't have a place to stay. Oh. Guess who gave me a place to stay for free?
Chris, Betty, Dimitri,
Ralph
from Lamai.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, he's so nice.
Yes.
You leave his gym and he still helps you.
You understand? This is what I'm saying. Like, this guy is unbelievable. Yeah. He helped me so much in Thailand. I would be fucked if I didn't have him. You know, it's really like you need to find good people in this sport because this sport is so unforgiving.
Yeah. So going back to Rittewada, they offered you the 100,000 baht bonus.
First thing that came to my mind was like, I'm never gonna knock him out.
Yeah.
But I thought it would be nice.
Yeah.
Nice. It would be nice. To get this money.
And so tell me about the fight itself. What happened?
He did this way too fast. I couldn't see his kicks.
Yeah.
He kicked me once, and I was like, oh my God. What just happened? But I'm physically strong.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I can take at least 2 more of this. And I was like, but I need to make sure that my elbow is really close to my body. And I swear I made sure. And he kicked me again, and he was still in. I was like, wow, this guy is really out of this place. So we started fighting, and he elbowed me or punched me in the nose. But like, when I fall, I roll back and I get up. But he actually pushed me to the floor with his elbow, you know? And I get up, the referee didn't count, we continue.
Were you dazed at all, or you were okay?
Sorry?
Were you...
I just feel pain in my nose.
Oh, so not...
Not really dizzy. But the second time he got me, I was a little bit more dizzy, and I was like, okay, I need to relax now. And then I start to punch him back. When I start to punch him back, then when I start to see, okay, I can hurt him, but it can only be with my hands. So I start to get closer, and when I hit him with a hook, with the first hook, wow. When I hit him with the first hook, it did this.
Oh, he just...
Yeah, he kind of like played it off.
Yeah. Oh, he shrugged it off.
Yeah.
But you were like...
So, yes. And I was like, he's not being cocky.
Yeah.
He's just trying to make me understand that he didn't felt. But he felt.
Yeah.
And everything that we were doing in the backstage was hook, straight punch. Straight punch, hook.
Yeah.
And then after an exchange, I right hook him and straight punch, and after the straight punch and he fell down, I was like, game over.
You were like,
too soon in the
100,000 baht. Oh my God.
I was so happy, my God. I was so happy.
Yeah.
And so he get up again, and I'm like, wow, I'm gonna kill this guy. So I ran into him, and I tried to like give him a kick. A switch front kick in the face, and I see in the slow motion video, I only touch his hair. You know, it's so crazy. Like I kicked him, and he was like, hair. And then when I landed, I was like, relax. This is Rittewada, Fabio. Yeah. Don't play stupid. Don't think this is a walk in the park.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, focus. And I started to focus, started to piss him off. And then while I was pissing him out, I remember a technique that a friend showed me, Elias. So you punch with the right, but it's not really a punch. It's kind of like a slow punch. A kind of slow punch, and then it did exactly what I was expecting. Moved to the side, and then I high kicked him. That was all she wrote.
That's awesome. That was obviously a massive opportunity as well. Then after that you went to one, you had 4 or 5 fights there. You knocked out a very good performance from you was when you made Ferrari do the drunk chicken dance.
Yeah.
I was very sad about that, but it was good. And then also you're not sorry. You are definitely not sorry about that. And then you also knocked out Pacorn. But what was the fight with Ferrari like? Because Ferrari was also just coming on to one. He'd been basically every single Thai. What was that? I think maybe that was maybe his second fight in one. What was that experience like for you?
No, Ferrari was my first fight in one.
Yeah, but it was his second.
Oh,
second
yes,
or
yes.
third. He'd like pieced up some Chinese guy.
Yes, I remember. Hazi Hu.
Yeah, Hazi Hu. So what was that experience like for you?
I was very nervous because it was one, right? It was like closest to the big league. So I was very, very nervous in that fight. But when we started fighting, and I saw that it wasn't really painful, his kicks, punches. You know, it wasn't really painful, but it was very dangerous because how can I say? I don't know, but like he has this dangerous aura. Like if you do the wrong thing, I'm gonna make you pay. So I was always very, very cautious, and just trying to follow him. And when I land that punch, it's something about when I land a punch and you fell down. It's very hard to come back. I think the only person who could come back from that was Sayok.
And what about the knockout with Pakorn? How did that feel? Because you also got the 350,000 baht bonus. It was a body shot to the stomach. What did you think about how you were going to set that up?
It's like this. Was like this.
Oh, just like a body hook, huh?
Yes.
So what was that experience like?
Beating Pakorn, it was almost like writing history, because I remember when I was in Phuket Fight Club, Lobo fought Pakorn in Brazil many years ago.
Oh, I remember that.
When Lobo fought Pakorn, I was watching because everybody in the gym was like, but when Lobo was Lobo Carrivo were one of the big guys.
Yeah, they were like really coming up at the time.
Yes. So we would get together to watch this fight because it would be one of the biggest fights in Brazil. So I was very excited. I was like, wow, Lobo is such a big name in Brazil, and he's gonna be fighting Pakorn. And many years later, they give me Pakorn to fight, and the first thought that comes to my mind was like, wow, one day I wish to be in that position, and today I am on it. And when I knocked him out, it was not. I was not expecting, to be honest. I was not expecting to knock him out like that.
So in all these fights, what do you think are maybe 3 big lessons you've learned from it? Because you've obviously learned a lot, especially fighting high caliber people, Sayok, PTT, Ferrari, you know, Pakorn, the other athletes. What are some of the big lessons you've learned, do you think?
I think the big lessons is understand your level, fight at your level, a little bit above your level, a little bit, and take risks. Take risks.
Yeah, those are very good lessons. And then because you've stayed at gyms for a long time, but you've also moved gyms a few times. What do you think are some of the pros and cons of the different gyms, and how, if you were to suggest to someone like, oh, this is how you should pick gyms, what would you say to them?
So to pick a gym, I think you have to go there. You cannot just pick. Go to the gym, train, see how you feel in there, see how is the group, see how you feel with the group. Because Muay Thai is an individual sport, but it's a big team sport. And I would recommend to jump, if you are a foreigner, if you're not a Thai, I would recommend you to jump from gym to gym, because those those who travel, no, those who see, no, but those who travel see and know more. So the people who travel to different gyms and get to experience different cultures in the gym, different people, different style, and then you go to a new gym, different people, different style. So you keep taking from every bit of those gyms that you stayed. For example, when I was in Phuket Fight Club, one of the things that I took was the hard work and the discipline running. When I went to Pai, what I understood was the community. Community is very important because in Pai the coaches were really connected with the group. They really wanted the group. They really wanted to help and give tips and this and that. That was very good. Coming to Lamai, that was a group part. So the group in Lamai was really good. Was really tight, and we could improve with each other. We could train with each other without having to hurt our egos because the friendship was always there. So because we had friendship, we could evolve faster at a better ratio. And Venum, what could I take was you need to train not just hard, you need to train smart too. So that was one of the lessons in Venum.
And then I guess you said it's a 10 out of 10 in terms of getting to the position you're at, but what would you say would maybe help someone get from like 2 to 4, 2 to 5? Like, how do you help someone, or what advice would you give someone to be like, okay, this is what you need to do to stay out here long term?
Save money. Save as much money you can, or find a rent that you can have while you're out here. Because in the beginning is an investment. When you arrive in Thailand, is an investment.
Yeah.
There are some people, they come and they just go and do the local stadiums and they fight there, and they're okay with that little money to pay the bills and to just. But that for me is a rat race. So if you come, make sure that you have money so you can have time to decide what you want to do next. Because in Thailand, fights, you can fight a hard fight everywhere. In a small stadium, in a big stadium, you can fight hard fights because it's the place of it, right? And so one of the things I would say is save money, study the gyms that you want to go and train. Go to those gyms, try new things, take the risk.
And what are your goals now? What is your plans for the next 6 months or a year?
My plans now is to take a break from fighting and start investing in MMA area. Because I think it's time for me to do the transition. So the next 6 months is gonna be me trying to find out a new team. I'm moving to France. I'm moving to France, and I'm gonna look for a team there, and then join and then start training.
That sounds like a good plan.
Invest in my French.
Portuguese and French are not super far apart though.
No. They are maybe 4 hours apart.
Yeah.
By train.
And in terms of the language as well, there's
some similarities. Yeah, you have some words that are the same.
Yeah. Well, I think you will probably find success wherever you go, because if you can be a 10 out here in Thailand, I think you can be a 20 anywhere else. Wrapping things up, is there anything you wanted to talk about we didn't get a chance to talk about?
Now that you put it like that, I don't know. No, I don't think. What can I say?
Okay, very good. Well, if people are interested in following along with your journey to France, into MMA, and your continued fight sport sort of journey and path, where can people follow along with you?
So they can find me on Instagram, Fabio Sensational Reis, or Facebook, Fabio Reis.
Okay. Well, thank you so much for your time.
TikTok.
TikTok.
Yeah, I think Fabio Sensational Reis too. TikTok.
We'll definitely follow him on TikTok.
Yes.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Meg.
Yep.